Plug and Play for us is like the perfect filter. So they can start with 10,000 startups, get it down to 1,000, get it down to 100, and 100 is something we can then actually go dig our teeth into.
I got to tell you, the startups from day one have been spectacular. They've done a good job of dealing with the corporations, getting into meetings.
The relevance of the startup companies has improved drastically. In my industry, the chemicals industry, the real overarching theme now is sustainability. That's going to be, I think, the driving force for the next probably more than a decade.
I've seen an enormous push and innovation towards sustainability. Corporate partners that are looking to make changes, looking to the next 20, 30 years, where critical decisions need to be made now in order to avert disaster.
Corporates here have a different mindset and a mentality to be early adopters of technology and take the risks to actually make innovations happen.
We realize that we don't know everything as a corporation, right? So we've got to leverage the outside world. And this is one way to leverage the outside world, where the outside world almost comes to you.
Startups are the ones who bring their new technologies to a market. I believe that every company that producing any kind of chemical waste will be adopting this technology. It will be essential for them to sustain within the global market.
I think fundamentally what we're trying to do is look at industries that haven't been disrupted for decades. And by looking at something like materials, which are fundamentally used everywhere, if we can come in there and disrupt it by bringing technologies from other fields, we can actually introduce a revolution to those industries.
As a startup, we're agile. I think we bring a new way of thinking, and we're kind of challenging the status quo, which I don't think a lot of people do when you're, an $8 billion company that's 100 years old that's just kind of, making revenue.
I think the startups are creating a sense of a need to adapt and innovate in big businesses. And I think that's going to make society and life better for all humanity. Because, if you don't do something that's going to deliver a legacy for your children and your grandchildren, then what the hell are you in it for?